Hey everybody, and welcome to an all new video with Matt. Today I'm going to show you how I made this key holder right here out of some scrap lumber I had lying around in my barn. But first you're going to need a few things. Alright guys, let's quickly go over everything that we will need today. You're going to need some 1x4 scrap lumber. You need a tape measure, a pen or pencil. You need at least 3 2-inch screws. You'll need a number 10 countersink bit, a 3/16 drill bit. You'll need some drill or impact driver. You'll need wood clamps and some drawer knobs. And the cut sheet for the day is really easy. You just need 2 of your 1x4 boards cut at 12 inches. Alright guys, so to get started on today's project, I'm going to go ahead and take my little 2x1 boards that I have right here. As you can see, these are made out of cedar boards right here, guys. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get these cut out at 12 inches, just like I have right here. And then what you want to do is kind of just make sure they line up nice and smooth, just like that right there. Alright, so next thing I want to do is I want to take my pen. I just want to kind of line it up just like that right there. I want to put a little mark right here, one in the center and one on the end down here, right? So now that tells me that I need to countersink these marks right here just a little further back than what I marked them at. So say example right here, crosshair it right there. This one was right here, I'll crosshair it right there, and this one's right here. Alright, so we'll go ahead and countersink these 3 holes right here, guys, and then that will give us the ability to screw these 2 pieces together without it splitting our boards. Alright, so once you've got your 3 holes countersunk just like that, now you can go ahead and line them up. I recommend using wood clamps if you got them to keep it nice and tight. And once you get it clamped off, then we can go ahead and shoot 3 screws into the top right there. Alright guys, so now that you've got your top board attached to your bottom board right here, what we're going to want to do is make our 3 marks for drilling our holes for the knobs to attach through. So what we're going to do now, like I told you in the beginning, to use a 12-inch board, right? Well, I just happen to have these laying around in my shop, and they are exactly 11 1/8 right there, guys. So I'm going to have to divide that up. But if you guys used a 12-inch piece, say for example, you know, your board's at 12 inches, then you're just going to want to mark 3, 6, and 9, right? And then you want to come off this board at the top and crosshair it at about 2 inches from your board. It's a little under or a little over half the distance of this board right here, guys. But you don't want it to be dead center, because your knob will be here and you might have like key rings and stuff that stick out a little higher. So you just want to drop it down a little bit and mark it at 2 inches on your crosshair. So go ahead and get your 3 symmetrical holes lined up, crosshaired, and then we'll be ready to drill our holes for our knobs. Alright, so once I've got my 3 center marks marked with crosshairs, now I'm going to take a 3/16 drill bit, guys. That's just to give it a little bit of wiggle room. What we're going to do is go ahead and drill our holes all the way through, right? And once we drill our holes all the way through, we'll have our holes on the back side marked. So then what I'm going to want to do is use a countersink bit to get the screw to go a little further up inside of the wood from the back right there. So go ahead and drill your holes out all the way through, and then we'll move to the next step. Alright, so we flipped it over to the back side right here, guys, and there's our 3 holes. So now I just want to take my little number 10 countersink bit right here and just give it a little bore. All right, that way we can now put our little bolt through right here, guys, and show you. Takes a little bolt, stick it through, that way it gives it some room to drop down in there, and then that gives you a little nub to get your knob screwed on. So at this point you'll go ahead and screw on all your knobs. Go ahead and get them started, and they should be able to just tighten up nice and tight by using your hand. If you can't get it to catch, just take your little Phillips head screwdriver or something, keep it still. So go ahead and get your other two knobs in place now. Alright, so there we have it right there, guys. Now you need to figure out how you want to mount it. A lot of people will just go with the old style of putting on little back brackets, little V hangers, or you can use 2 screws and some wire and have you a cool little wire going across it, whatever you want. That is up to you. But there you go, little recycled scrap lumber. You can mount that onto your wall and then hang keys on it. You can hang whatever you want to. You could even use it as like a little coat rack if your coat's got that little loop inside of it. You could use this for a hanger. You just go longer or shorter, whatever you need. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video today. I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful week ahead. Peace.